This seems like a massive feat to bring this production in COVID to Sydney. How do you feel right now?
Overwhelmed. I mean, it's something that we've obviously been working on for a very long time. You know, I think our first meeting about bringing Hamilton to Australia was in September of 2015. Jeffrey and I met for the first time not long after the Broadway production. But particularly over the past year, when so much was turned off, this was the one shining light for us because we were constantly building and creating and looking to the future. And to now be 12 months on and seeing audiences walk through those doors and seeing this cast take to the stage, it's really satisfying because it means that we've said goodbye in a way to 2020. We know we're still dealing with COVID, but have all of the protocols and protection around. But it's gratifying. It's really wonderful to be sitting in that theatre and seeing that show and just listening to an audience react.
What have been the biggest challenges bringing this to Sydney?
Oh, look, I think it's been just the never-ending options of, particularly over the past 12 months, of how we navigate it. You know, middle of last year, we were dealing with the complexities of how do we do costume fittings at a time when our cast are locked in various states and we can't gather. But, you know, as always, there were creative solutions to all of these problems. We had sets that were delayed on docks at the ports. We had fabrics that we couldn't source because there was all of a sudden a run on elastics because people were making masks instead of costumes. So all of these problems which we never could have foreseen in our wildest dreams. But, you know, the team managed to come together, be creative and work out ways to overcome it. And, you know, I think that's why being here today and being able to have this opening night upon us is really satisfying for everybody because everybody's worked very, very hard to make this a reality.
How important has it been to have the input of the US creatives and have them zooming into rehearsals and speak to the cast in Australia?
It's been exceptional. I mean, I said to our cast on our first day of rehearsals that I've never been involved in a show where there has been so much focus, interest, dedication of an original creative team, let alone an original author and star of the show. But they've been involved in every step of the way. I mean, during last year we were having Zooms almost daily of, you know, deciding the cast and having that participation. And then fast forward to the rehearsal process where we not only have all of the original associate team and some of the original designers in the room with us here in Sydney, but we have Jeffrey Seller, the original producer, we have Thomas Kail joining us by Zoom, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and to have them there and watching rehearsals and giving notes, it gives a absolute level of authenticity to the show and really fills, I think, our cast with that great confidence that they've been chosen by the original team that created this show.
Such a diverse, incredible cast. How much appreciation do you think the Aussie audience has for it already?
Oh, I think already we've seen that the Australian public have embraced this cast. I think, you know, we're going to see a number of superstars, or 35 superstars, come out of this Australian production. And to see this cast assemble on that stage every night and to see it reflect a diverse, broad Australia, I think, you know, our audiences are realising we haven't really seen this on a stage to such an extent before, and they've embraced this cast.
Have you had any communication with Lin?
We've been exchanging some notes. The team have been exchanging some notes. He FaceTimed the other day into our production meeting to check in. But, you know, he's, I think, watching from afar and super proud of just what's evolving on the stage here.